Right.
That's the wall behind this computer.
Ladies and gentlemen, bitches and hoes,
Oh yeah!
we welcome you back for the millionth time. Let's see if this one works. It is the Prime Podcast. I am your host, Ghost. These are your other hosts, Fats and Big Chief Smitty. And we came to bring you some dick to suck on this fine Wednesday afternoon. Or is it Thursday? I don't know. Every day's fucking Saturday night in my world. What's good, brothers?
Yo, what up, man? What's going on?
Hashtag Thursday dick.
Just testing the Hemi out a little bit before we get going here.
Oh, yeah?
What is that you are puffing on, my good sir?
This is just a celebration joint. We gotta... we need to talk about a few things, fellas.
Let's talk.
Let's turn up your mic.
Who?
You.
Whomst.
The green guy.
This is celebratory water. Let's celebrate.
Let's celebrate the 15th time back. And
how about now?
Oh yeah.
Now we're cooking with fire, fellas.
Oh yeah.
So what's going on, little fuckheads? How are you today?
Doing all right.
What are you celebrating? You said you were celebrating.
I'm just celebrating the literal 18th attempt to start podcasting again.
Right.
On behalf of all of our 7 fans of our podcast, and I'd like to shout out to them. And you're the reason why we continue to do this.
All 7 of
that
you.
and the big bucks that this brings in. Lucrative endorsement deals, sponsorships.
Right. As of right now, I'm at the very beginning. I'm in the whole $29.99 a month for Zencaster that doesn't work, that I've been paying for 5 years, plus the hundreds of thousands of dollars I've had to drink in alcohol because of all the stress you people cause me.
Oh.
You people? What do you mean?
Fuck
you
you
people.
We've already established that I'm one of you people, so let's let Fats tell it.
Go ahead, Fats.
I want to add this grievance out. I feel like Fats is trying to strip me of my whiteness, which my people have earned, and I do not appreciate that.
You're not white.
You're DEI white.
I'm
you
white.
You didn't earn your whiteness. You were just brought into the fold.
Exactly. You got your whiteness through affirmative action.
DEI whiteness. Didn't earn it.
That's D. Didn't
DEI.
Earn.
Didn't earn it.
Didn't.
Can't even fucking spell.
Obviously, his DEI applies to his diploma as well.
No, I was trying to add the W on the end, but I was like, why are these people saying these hateful things about me?
IEP and GED. Get it?
R and O.
Yo, but check it out.
Yeah.
So, but check it out.
Just check it.
You're Sicilian? No?
Right. Very.
Okay. There you go. See, so that's all that needs to be said. You are an ancestor. You are a descendant of the Moorish Empire.
Well, that's fine with me, Fats. As long as I get to be white, you could make me out to be whatever you'd like.
Listen.
What?
Keep going, Fats.
Listen. Well, hold on. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
What does your phantom whiteness afford you? Tell me.
It affords me the opportunity for regular white people to look at me and see a fat. That's what it affords me.
Oh my god.
So
I'm gonna have to bleep that one out.
Yo, you're gonna get us kicked off the planet with like racial slurs. You know that?
Why?
Right?
You know what's funny? Going back to getting us kicked off and getting like our one of our episodes flagged and shit. Kanye has gone way beyond the shit I was lampooning him for.
Oh my
this
God.
motherfucker was literally selling of fucking shirts on his website, and now he's graduated to selling like clan hoods.
No, bro, did you see him? He's got like a fucking giant iced out chain now.
It's insane,
Dude.
and YouTube flags us for making fun of. I can't even.
I bet you we'll get flagged for saying
Maybe.
No,
Maybe
we got
put a
flagged.
little-
We got flagged before for saying the shoes.
the
Yeah,
shoes.
make sure we put a little italics on some of these words so they don't get picked up so easily.
The shoes.
We could just we'll
Schwartz
bleep it.
stickers. Pot stickers. Pot stickers. There you go.
Pot stickers, ha ha ha, stickers. They should have made that like a fucking. What is that? What is that called? Bennigan's. Do you remember Bennigan's? Did you ever go to Bennigan's?
You showing your age, buddy.
No, they had pot stickers. Pot stick. That was the commercial. Where were you? You weren't there, son.
Nah, that's what I'm saying. You showing your age, man.
How
You know?
old am I? I'm
Hilarious.
fucking 32 years old.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
I am.
My A1C is under control. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes.
Diabetes joke.
Did you ever realize how fucking old we are? In like, you know, in the world, we're just the old generation of men.
Yeah, but that's the reason why everything we deem as funny is totally like not politically correct.
Everything we think is funny is totally not funny to the young kids.
That's what I'm saying. It's
They
like,
think it's
you know,
fucking stupid. They're like, these guys are clapped and washed. Wow.
Well,
Clapped and
speaking of clapped and washed,
Hey.
did you hear about Big U?
I don't know what that is. What is
Is
Big
that
U?
one of these new rappers who I just
Nah,
don't know?
Big U, the big OG Crip that was like the big gangster that had Nipsey signed and
You better watch your fucking mouth with that red hat on talking about OG
Yo.
Crips.
yo,
Yeah,
bro.
the next words out of your mouth better be very complimentary.
Nah,
He's
it's
a
not even
great.
that.
Did you hear about him? He's a great guy. He does lots
anyway.
for the community. What?
Well, anyway, he just went down for a RICO case,
Aye,
Ah,
aye, aye.
and allegedly he was shaking down Draymond Green and Shaquille O'Neal.
What?
Oh,
How you gonna shake down Shaq?
Allegedly, he was getting tribute from these guys. They were checking in over in LA. You know what I mean?
That's not nice. That's why I never want to be famous. I don't want to check in with nobody. I barely call my mom. Well,
you know, with rappers, you know, at least gangster rappers, that type of shit makes sense. But Shaq,
Shaq's a gangster,
fuck?
bro.
Yeah, but
Ah.
you know what the problem is? The problem is that
What the problem is?
a lot of guys get a lot of money and they get rich, and they still want to like hang out with like the street element. They want to like assimilate to that. So in their spare time, they want to hang out with a bunch of gangsters.
This
like
is not white people shit. You guys could have this conversation on your own.
But you're not white though.
Dude, I'll be white that day. I'll be like, I'm calling my uncle. He's in the police force.
Bro,
What?
Yeah,
Bro,
never get in the
when you-
canoe
when you
with,
look-
with a Sicilian.
when you look up Wigger in the dictionary, your face is there.
Nah, there's a different rapper
Oof.
whose face is there, and we both know him.
Does his name rhyme with butter scones?
Absolutely. Again, Buttertones is actually Italian too. So, and he's the greasiest white I've ever met. So
Yeah, but is he northern or southern like you?
he claims to be Sicilian, but you tell me. I don't know.
Is that like the cool Italian to be? Is that like the Italian everybody wants to be?
Well, I think that Italians that don't want to be associated with whiteness would say that. Well, I say I'm white and I appreciate my whiteness, so watch your fucking mouths when you talk to me. So
Like no one's like, oh, I'm Italian. I'm from Naples.
nah,
Like,
there's
no,
people
no one
that,
says that.
People would be like, I'm Napolitan. There's plenty of proud white Italians. They are, and they all look at Sicilians like the pieces of shit that we are. So
Exactly.
it is what it is.
Exactly. They are the shit that the boot is kicking.
Right. Thank you for
know-
that. I appreciate that. I don't like the misappropriation of our Italian culture in social media. Though I really don't.
You are Sicilian. Why do you
Right.
keep saying Italian? You are Sicilian.
Italian and Sicilian is the same thing, buddy.
No, it's two separate islands.
I
sir.
understand, but it's Sicilian.
It's two separate islands, sir.
Yeah, it's the clear delineation between New York City and New York State.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right, but it's still the same thing, Italian, and it's not the same. It's Sicilian is
It doesn't
Italian.
work both ways.
You know
Every Sicilian is Italian. Not every Italian is Sicilian.
That's right. There you go.
That's fucking A right.
Every fucking green puppet is made of felt, but not every puppet is made of green felt. So
There you go.
there's blue ones, there's purple ones, there's pig-shaped ones. Miss Piggy. I wanted to ask you, did you ever fuck Miss Piggy?
We talked about this a long time ago.
Oh, did we?
Yeah. Back in the day, her name was Piggy Lee when she was first starting out. And we had a couple of spit roasts with her back in the day. She was into the green. I mean, she would throw back for anything green. And what was the thing she used to say? She had a thing for all things green and all I forgot what it was. There's a clip of it on fucking TikTok.
Why couldn't Miss Piggy talk? Why? She had a frog in her throat.
Okay. Story time. No cap, this stays between us. Back in the day when Miss Piggy was just starting out, she was known as Piggy Lee. And she had a rep for being a major green queen. That is to say, she had a soft spot for all things green and all green things, if you know what I mean. Anyhow, this was especially true for frogs, but occasionally she'd throw it back for a monster like me, you know what I mean? Anyhow, so after a few drinks, it's me, Kermit, Jimmy Ribbit, and OG Mendo back at the hotel with her, right? And we're running the old Bacon Express uptown, if you catch my drift. So, we take a quick rotation, right? Kermit in the back, Jimmy Ribbit in the front. Me and Mendo look at each other like it's psychic, and we go, "Who brought the barbecue sauce?" Hooah!
Oh, is that right?
So when you guys are doing it, so both of the guys that have their hands up your asses, are they like fist bumping?
Nah, they're balls. They're doing the Eiffel Tower, bro. Their balls are just clacking off each other's fucking midsection.
Again, there was a time we would make no reference to this. You, sir, are a filthy liar.
Oh shit, yo! I had this idea after the last podcast we did that your fucking microphone sabotaged. I was sitting there.
Sorry, I
was
fixed
like,
it.
remember, I was like, we should find a thing that we do, like to do for the podcast. And I thought about this, and I think we've spoke about this before. But what would be dope is if we came on the podcast and we lived our life for the week or whatever, and then we came on and we talked about these situations that may have happened, and then we cut to a reenactment of the situation.
Oh my God.
That
This means man on the street segments for old Chiefy, huh?
this means so it's like kind of like you hear us talking about the thing, and we start talking about it, then clip, we go right into the clip of what was happening.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then I could take that and sell it to my distributors, and then we could actually make money off this podcast because it'll be on Tubi and fucking Amazon, and then it'll be great.
Okay, a little cutscene humor. I can fuck with that. I like it. Oh, you mean like the cutscene humor and other jokes I've cut into this bitch since I joined? Yeah. Good idea, Coast. I like it.
It's like a television show. We'll do like 20 fucking 2-minute episodes.
And acknowledge Chief is a genius.
No, well,
Okay.
like the half hour, but you got a commercial break and an intro and an outro.
So here's the thing.
Yes, that's a lot of responsibility. And I can barely do this now. Well,
I would love to know.
Right.
Like, you're trying to now put this episode out to the masses, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna have a great idea that you're trying to put out to the masses that somebody will try to beat us to it.
No, okay. What are they gonna do?
Like-
Find another fucking puppet with somebody's hand up their ass?
You're not supposed to talk about it.
Right. No, I never gave a shit about ideas because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna do what the fuck they're doing, and they're not gonna do what we're doing. So,
Right.
It's are they gonna get a big fat guy in a red hat? No. It might be
Santa
a different
Claus podcast.
Right. It's Santa Claus and one of his elves, and then a fucking stunningly handsome Sicilian man, white guy.
And there's not a lot of guys walking around with one eye. You cannot.
I clearly have two eyes. You could see the space between them.
If you squint hard enough, yeah.
I have.
Like if I squint, not you squint. If you squint, it's one eye.
Yeah.
Your eyes are made of fucking plastic, bro. Shut up.
That
Shut your
is
mouth.
accurate.
That's right.
So yeah. So What happened in your life this week that made you feel like it would be worthy of filming?
Oh, little things that happen in my life. Well, just before I was coming down here,
Right?
I don't know if we could reenact this, but I'm feeding the baby a bottle, and all of a sudden I hear a big crashing sound and what could only fucking sound like a billion marbles hitting the floor. So,
Oh, jeez.
my wife is in the fucking bathtub because the shower doesn't work anymore starting today. The mixing valve stopped mixing the hot and cold water, so you can't take a warm shower. You only have cold or fucking piping hot. So she's in there. You have to mix it. You have to pre-mix your bathtub and then get in it. So she's in there doing that, and my daughter dropped a jar of 10,000 beads on the floor.
Oh, shit.
So, it was that. But my wife then, I'm trying to come down here, my wife is in there in a towel, naked, buns out, titties falling out the towel, picking up
I
the
can see
beads.
where the cutscene would work here.
Right. Yeah, just right there. You just see my wife in a towel with her titties out, just picking. And then it's going to be X-rated, and then I'm going to do sex to her on the camera.
Yo,
But it'll be fat as a stand-in.
well, you need to
Yeah,
you need to stop. You need to stop describing this because you're gonna get Watts all excited talking about your wife.
Oh, shit.
You know what I mean?
Watts is fucking retarded. Watts hit my wife in the head at the fucking, and I didn't know this until we left, because otherwise I would have hit him in the head. At the, that last show we did over there, me, Sean, and Watts was there, and R.A. the Rugged Man show. That
Right.
was, but yeah, my wife was there, and he hit her in the head.
How?
Because
With
he's
what?
retarded. I don't know how. I don't know. She was like, some kid hit me in the head, and fucking somebody. Oh, Sean told me. Sean was like, he was like bogging out, and he fucking like backed up into her and hit her in the head. And I was like, get over here, get away from there. That's what he told me, Sean. I was like, oh, thanks for letting me know while we were there. He's like, God, Watts is an all right guy. He is an all right guy. He's just fucking retarded. That's all it is,
Yeah,
What
but
up, Watts?
yo, listen, man.
What?
Does being retarded like make you a bad person?
Not at all. Every single person on this call is a retard besides myself.
So let me ask you a question.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question.
Ask away.
All right. What do you think about men's mental health? What do you think about
Oh, shut the fuck up. Nobody
I'm just-
cares, bro. No,
I'm just asking a question,
just saying
bro.
that like nobody cares at all. I think it's a terrible travesty that men in this world are suffering and nobody cares.
Why do you think nobody? Why do you
They
think no one
don't.
cares?
Have you ever
No, I
had
was watching a segment that Bill Burr, he got a new special out, and
Right.
he was like, men are only allowed to be mad or okay. It's like we're either pissed off or I'm fine.
Right. Nah, that's
much.
pretty much true. If you want to walk around on eggshells in your household, but I don't do that. I make everybody suffer.
Accurate.
Why would you do that though? You love your family. Why would you make
Nah,
them
it's,
suffer?
it's not that. It's just that when I don't know, like that thing where you have to just be okay or whatever. Nah. If you're pissing me off, you're gonna know about it. I'm gonna tell you because you're already pissed off at me. I'm referring to my wife, not my kids. My kids are in fucking la la land. Like if I piss her off, she's already mad. So what's she gonna do? Get madder that I don't give a fuck and I'm also mad? Like what are you gonna do?
This all sounds healthy.
It is.
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah, but you know, arguments when it comes to marriage, arguments never end with a resolve of the initial issue. It always goes, there's an issue, one party said something, got the other party upset, then the other party responded, now the first party's upset, now we're fighting because we made each other upset. And the first issue is just like never touched.
Yeah, well, I mean, a lot of times the first issue is bullshit in my experience. So
But nevertheless, by the time you get to an argument with your wife, you guys are arguing about how you talk to each other, or how you said this, or how you said that. You know what I mean? You made me feel this way. You know?
I don't. I've heard that before. I just don't. I don't. See, I know me and I know my heart, son. I'm not trying to make nobody feel no type of way. So if they feel it, that's their problem. That's how I feel about that.
Yeah, but how do people know? Like when I call you the names that I call you,
Right.
you know my heart.
Sugar
you know.
lumps.
if you know, I don't mean to break your self-esteem. I mean that in a ways to build you up.
Right.
When I call you the things, you too, Mr. Puppet. You know what I
You
mean?
call me very nice things.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean?
El Papito Grande.
Good time.
But no BS though. It kind of like it was funny the way he said it, but it's like true. It's only acceptable for you to be upset or to say, hey, I'm fine. You can't even say, hey, that was a beautiful sunset today, because then you would be classified as gay.
Hey, that's okay. If you're gay.
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah, nah, that kind of shit is like, to me, when I have problems and shit I'm upset about or anything,
Right.
I don't tell nobody nothing because it don't fucking matter to do that. It's not
So
gonna change.
I don't bar myself the opportunity to feel other emotions, but yeah, like straight up, like what Phil said, I just don't share with people.
What's the
Yeah, but how do you resolve the issues though?
If you know that's just a matter of time.
It's a matter of what the issue is, too. A lot of times, like, when I was younger, I would lay my shit on people, and it was, like, my shit. And then I resolved it, and then you put this shit out into the atmosphere. Now somebody's going to bring it back up and throw it in your face. It's just pointless. It don't do nothing for the fucking actual problem, so.
No, but the reason why I'm saying that is because
You're a
that's
giant pussy, that's why.
No. That's the reason why a lot of men walk around with diabetes, with high blood pressure.
Diabetes.
You know what I mean? With all kind of like physical ailments, is because these things are induced by stress, by anxiety, by worrying about certain things and not being able to talk.
Okay, so I agree with that, and now you just gave me, a cop-out for every single medical condition I have, and I like that so much. But at the end of the day, at the end of the fucking day, it's like, all right, so you just described me. I just walk around in this, like, ball of fucking just angry, mad. Like, throughout the day, I'll have moments where I'm fine. But then all of that other shit has just been building inside of me for the last 3 years. So where's it supposed to go?
It's like, hey, Phil, you okay? Well, my spine fused together because my father never told me he loved me.
Right. No, my father's not the issue at all. It's I don't think I have daddy issues. Is that what we're saying?
No. I was just making an example of like.
No, you have zaddy issues.
Zaddy. I actually fucking.
Zaddy.
I learned exactly the way I am from my father. It was like, you grow up with a guy. My father is essentially dead inside for the most part, just like me, because of life. Like, what is the point of getting fucking... Like, he would get pissed off about things, and things wouldn't fucking change, and then get pissed off about them again and again and again. It's like, for what? It's like, what does it do? It doesn't... If you're talking... Like, for example, I have the same type of relationship with my son. I could tell him the same shit 1,000,000 fucking times. My natural reaction is to get pissed off, and he still does them anyway. Everything remains the same. My blood pressure is still high. My blood sugar is unmanageable. How do you manage this shit without going for fucking milk and never coming back?
And you still eat like you have 17 assholes.
I actually don't. I toned it down quite a bit. I'm a
16.5.
Right, more 12, 13.
Oh, 12, 13. All right, yeah, well, you got to listen. Every small step counts. The thing about it is what I'm saying is eye-opening, because if you're walking around holding all of this stuff in, you're like a walking time bomb.
How do you get it out then, smart guy?
You're supposed to be able to talk. You're supposed to be able to talk your issues out.
Can't talk without yelling, bro. What do you mean?
No, I'm talking about you're supposed to be able to get your issues out. Like sometimes it even helps to hear yourself verbalize the things that are bothering you. Like if something's bothering you and you keep it inside, even though you're thinking about it, if you hear yourself verbalize, like, I feel this way about this,
Right.
that helps you a lot.
So talk to yourself, right?
But the thing is, what you guys are describing is that you just don't have somebody that you trust with that information to actually receive that information and not throw it back in your face later, or not judge you by the things that.
That was when I was younger and I was talking to younger friends that are pettier, and like it's not even that. Like the shit is not worth laying on anybody for the most part. Like what the fuck is it gonna solve? Like you got your own shit. You got a wife and kids. You got your own fucking problems. Like putting them on someone else, is that gonna resolve the problem, or do you just want to hear yourself talk about it? Because the more I talk about the shit, the more I get aggravated. I'd rather talk about anything else. Like,
well, see, obviously, you need to find your receipt, and you need to go and exchange or get a refund on your whiteness. Because if you're walking around with the same thing that myself and the puppet are walking around with, then your whiteness is not working, son.
It doesn't work with other black people. Have you seen my wife? That's you can't. We're not dealing with. It's not like two happy whites.
Oh my god!
It doesn't work that way.
Yeah,
Right?
Speaking on that point, it does help. Like let's say like I feel overwhelmed, and so I start trying to compartmentalize by first kind of saying to myself or writing down or taking a sort of stock about what it is I'm dealing with, what I'm stressing out about, and if sometimes I put shit into perspective. Things that I'm putting too much energy and stress into, they look a little bit more minuscule after I write them out. And then I start looking at things I can change immediately with some actions, with some phone calls, with some words, physical shit, whatever. And then I start squaring those things away. And then the shit that can't be resolved by my immediate actions, just leave it up to big homie upstairs.
Is there a big homie upstairs? What, the guy on the 4th floor?
Yeah. He's the super.
Oh.
Yeah, he's nice.
The shower thing. He'd come right down and fix that.
No. All except for that. Asshole.
It's just to be honest though, I think that I guess you are like really a black guy. Because you have wait, hold on. You have, because in the black and Latino community, there's a stigma involved with seeking therapy.
Right.
So if you're a person that feels that stigma, then you one of us, homie.
Oh, thank you.
You can go put that whiteness on the shelf, man.
I can also go put down $0 and finance a vehicle with my high credit score.
Phil, you trust me. A lot of white dudes have waited for this moment. You don't want to squander this.
What?
You've been brought into the fold.
Yes.
There's a lot of folds going on the both of y'all sides. So let me.
Oh, and I too have a high credit score.
Get under my gut.
Yeah, no, actually, my credit score is trash.
Yeah, samesies.
I could front like it ain't until they run my credit.
Yeah, well, no, there's no fronting over here.
Let me talk. You shut your fucking mouth. When we were talking about getting a fucking place, there's that building around the block and getting a little office so we could be in the same place and do this without fucking internet shit. Right. Once they told me there was a fucking lease and they were gonna run my credit and all this shit, I'm like, this ain't happening. So fuck that. I knew that.
Not only is my credit score shit, is there such a thing as lowercase numbers? It's bad.
Right.
Well, here's the thing, man. At the end of the day, I think that this is what I was thinking about this week to talk about on this podcast. I think that men could do away with a lot of the physical ailments that they deal with. They could do away with a lot of the medications that they take and everything else like that
by masturbating vigorously.
Men.
Or not. Sorry, go ahead.
You guys are not nice people, you know?
I think men can get rid of
Not nice. You should hear the things Fats calls me. It makes me cry.
You can
You just said, hold on. You just said that I call you nice things. You just said that earlier in this podcast.
Two things can be true at the same time.
I think men could get rid of their Viagra prescription if they just sniff a man's ass.
Hey, Big Chief Smash, I'm trying to establish a Stockholm syndrome with you. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Done
deal.
And men.
So I gotta give you some compliments and some not so nice words to keep you coming back. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's working.
So, all right. So that was the sad segment of the show today. We should put the suicide helpline right here in case you're feeling down. Yeah, that's probably not. We're not going to add anything to the episode because I just
900 fucking jump. Sorry.
Whoa, take it easy.
Wow.
We could put the link for that Logic song here.
1888 Morty's Road.
Morty's nuts.
Oh my god, I forgot about Morty's Road.
Yo, you guys want to hear some fucked up shit that I saw on the news today?
What's that?
This fucking lady, right? This bitch was going on vacation somewhere, and she pulled up with her dog to the Orlando airport.
Right.
And she was like, this is my dog. I'm going to take it with me on vacation. And the nice white lady behind the counter was like, no, you're not, because you don't have the proper documentation to take this dog on this plane. So the woman went into the bathroom and drowned the dog in the toilet bowl and put it in the garbage and boarded the plane. What do you think should happen to that woman?
Wow. Yo, that's crazy.
Hey, guess what kind of lady she was?
She's one of yours.
No.
She was one of yours. Gotta
No.
be one of yours.
No, she was not Sicilian.
What was she?
Florida woman. I don't know. Guess what kind of lady she was?
She had to be a white woman. That was a white woman. That's
Nah,
a white woman.
She's not white.
What is she?
She's definitely melanated.
Oof.
Wait. Melanated my way or melanated his way?
I can't tell, to be honest with you. She's definitely could be either.
Because you know Florida. Well, what's the name? What's her name?
I looked it up. Let me see, but I don't see a name here. Let's see. Dog.
Find out her.
All right, we have a woman, Allison Agatha Lawrence. Yeah, she looks pretty black to me, actually. She's black.
I'm like, well, the sound. Yeah.
Allison Agatha Lawrence was arrested and charged with felony animal abuse after her dog was found drowned in a bathroom at Orlando International Airport. Police
Well,
believe...
you don't know how long. You don't know how much these tickets cost, bro, and you don't know if she could have got a refund.
Yo, we're justified. Oh my god.
Yeah, you can't...
Oh my god.
You can't just...
Oh my god.
You can't just kill your dog, homie. You just can't do that.
What?
Oh
That's
my
like,
god.
Kids
Yo.
are expensive to travel with, too, but can't kill them.
Yeah, but all
Tell
dogs.
that to Casey Anthony.
Yo, all dogs go to heaven, bro. It's all good.
You don't have a dog. You don't have a dog in this fight, Fats.
Exactly. All dogs go to heaven, bro. Dogs with God.
I hope
Jesus
so.
is petting the dog right now.
Rest in peace, Honey. She's up in heaven.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
honey.
Listen,
What?
I love the fact that Honey could smell the burgers from the diner around the corner.
Dude. When we first moved here, and that's why we had to put that 6-foot high fence around my backyard. She used to jump over the fence and go to the diner.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
She'd be like, I smell it. Where is it? The diner's gone now. It's been out of business for about fucking 4 years. So,
How did that happen?
people stopped dinering, I suppose.
No, I'm saying like they were getting pretty good business the last time you and I went there.
And there it is. The single fattest sentence you've ever heard said on this podcast.
Yeah, I guess they have business on like off days. That diner was open 24 hours up until COVID, and then that stopped, and then fucking 2-3 years later, that's a wrap for them.
So I don't know if you're familiar with over here, but you know, Linden Crest.
Oh, Jesus, titty fucking Christ.
They got so much.
This is post-production, Chief. Listen,
We're three fat middle-aged men, and one of the problems we're going to have trying to do this podcast is bad content. We didn't go into this with any game plan, and that clearly shows. Fats is meandering about how DoorDash changed the game as if it hasn't been around for like 15 fucking years. I apologize for the dry spot. I know it's bad. It's like Ben Shapiro's wife's underwear. So Phil's going to say some funny shit in the next few seconds. Things will pick up. I promise.
If you're just doing the regular diner dishes,
Fuck you mean specialty dishes at a diner? What is that?
Naked sushi.
no, like a lot of diners are starting to do like stuff that you can only get there.
Like
You know
what?
what I'm saying? Like whatever. Like all right. So like
You should have this at the tip of your tongue, the way you brought it up.
So the diner over here that's booming, they do like they got a lot of skirt steak dishes. So skirt steak is what they're really good at. You know, they're really good at it. So they have a few dishes that feature the skirt steak.
I would never go to a
that's-
diner and order the fucking skirt steak, to be honest.
But it's
with you.
good though, bro.
Is
That's
it?
what I'm trying to tell you. It's a good skirt steak. That's why I'm saying that. That's why like people keep coming back, because they have things that you can't just go to a regular diner and go get. Also, if you have we have a diner over here. I don't know how these guys are still open. You can tell that everything that they make is like frozen food that they bought from a distributor. It's not like they're doing anything fresh. So
Every time you make a point on the table, your microphone vibrates.
yeah,
Don't do that.
That tends to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But you know,
The man's passionate.
I'm passionate about food, bro.
Yeah, you are making a point about food. I should have gave you a forgiveness for that.
Yeah. You should have. But you know
Sorry.
what? You already took the opportunity to insult me.
That's not insulting. I'm letting you know about technical difficulties.
No. But you outed me in public in front of all of our fans.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Sorry, Watts.
know?
I didn't want to show you this side of Fats, but we had to.
Exactly. You embarrassed me. You didn't care. Now the moment is past, but it's all good.
I don't go to a diner and order a fucking skirt steak. I go and order a cheeseburger deluxe with fucking disco fries and brown gravy.
See, well, maybe you should broaden your horizons. You don't.
I
have to
wish
go-
that we could be
you
like,
don't
yo,
have- you don't have to go to Del Frisco's just to get a skirt steak, bro.
I don't go. I honestly have never been to a place that cooks a skirt steak better than me. Now, if you're talking about a strip steak or something else like a T-bone or something like that, I'll go to a steakhouse. But I won't go to a steakhouse and order a fucking skirt steak, and I won't go to a diner and order a skirt steak. If I want skirt steak, I'm making it.
You hear how you sound?
What?
You hear that, folks?
A
Phil
skirt
is
steak.
all about how he handles his meat.
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
That meat needs to be tender and delicious and
but-
well
wait,
marinated. Well,
Covered in hot butter.
Listen to what I'm saying.
saying it.
You're saying that the diner is too low class for you to order a skirt steak.
Nah. I'm not that they're low class. They don't fucking care. They barely care. Maybe it's the diner that I'm going to. They barely care, and now they're out of business.
So you should try it where I go and see what I'm talking about.
So take me out to dinner, big dog. Let's go.
It's not a
Hey,
problem.
speaking of which, is Chengdu still open?
Chengdu is holding on. They're trying. I believe there was a name change, something by Chengdu or something, or some. There was something. I went in there one day, and that whole dining room was fucking flipped over, upside down, and the tables were in a different place. It was like I don't know what the fuck was happening in there.
Beats by Chengdu.
Yeah, beats.
Are the mice still available?
Definitely, they're on the menu.
Wow.
I remember seeing one out of the corner of my eye. I was like, "Oh, this place went downhill real quick."
Nah, they were there the whole time, buddy.
maybe
They
you're
just
right.
didn't introduce themselves until
So
you
now,
Now they're bus boys.
so I remember I broadened Jay's horizons with the pork belly.
Hey, take it fucking easy, bro. When you say broaden Jay's horizons with the pork belly, that deserves a pause, homie. The fuck?
We're talking about.
All I
know what?
picture is you.
Yo, Jay, just leave.
I just
let him-
picture this is Fats on his fat stomach, spreading your asshole open like.
So basically,
We're just gonna keep that as a gif. We're just gonna let that image just sink into people's
yeah,
minds.
but not. Basically, you're just confirming that you think about men having sex with each other. Like that's something that you're into.
First of all, it's only one man and a puppet, so chill. And yes, I think about men having sex. Clip the audio and put it on a loop. I don't care. Fucking.
It wasn't about the loop. It was about the motion you were making.
Oh, perfect.
Oh my god.
Anyway,
on that note, segue.
All right, so if this is going to become a regular thing, I have big plans for us. I don't know what we're gonna shoot. We're gonna shoot this.
I like the idea. We definitely bring some old stuff back too, for sure.
All right. Well, we're at 38 minutes and 57, 8, 9 seconds, and
yeah, my asshole is tired. Can we go?
Why you want
Yo,
the guy?
He's getting in on it. You're getting in on it now.
Just a little bit. I just want to make one joke about it.
You're stealing my
shtick.
Here, the guy usually fucking Crisco's up his hand and forearm, but today it was kind of a rush when you jumped on. You didn't really have all that going on yet, so.
No, just speed stick.
It's kind of dry back there.
It's a little musty in here.
Wait, you use speed stick as a lubricant?
No, just to, refresh.
Use Mando. Order now. Use code word Prime Podcast. Mando.com.
Mando, huh?
That's full body deodorant for you fat people. We don't have to
nice.
deal with them. Fuck them. Rub your hands together and fucking spit in them. That's how you do it.
All right. On that note, good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone. Great to see you again. Hope you enjoyed the boys. Are you going to say good night, Fats?
Peace.
Let that music ride. Let the music ride.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I like laying on my pork belly. Eating Jay's butt. Shit is raw smelly. Yeah. Go ahead, Fats. This is you.
Oh, hey. Why would you go with that first?
What happened? Yeah, that's what Flex said.
Yeah, exactly.
Me and Flex, what did he say? Something about for some rough butt sex.
Me and Flex in the index looking for some rough niggas for hot butt sex. Or something like that.
Flex is like, why would you go with that first?
Oh my god.
Fats looks like we're gonna get yelled at when we turn this music off. He's upset. Why are you upset, Fats? Let him know. All right.
See you next week.